This is a quick video on how to program a talk group into an already programmed system. This is the Newport News Motorola Type 2 SmartNet trunking system. In Newport News, Virginia. I'm in Hampton, but I do copy it because it's the next city over. So I've already programmed it as a 800 and 900 megahertz trunking system, which, to watch this video, this assumes you already know how to do that. I can make another video on that if somebody wants me to. Put it at the bottom of in the comments, and I would be happy to do that. So it just stopped on this talk group 3952. So the first thing I do is I hit pause. And then I look it up. Of course, you're going to have to go on radioreference.com under whatever system you're using. I go edit, find, and I just leave that find box open, and then I type in the talk group. So there it comes up. Rather than going through and paging through, it's a police talk group South 2, 3952. All I did was pause it. So the first thing you have to do is store it. And once you do that, then you just follow this video. Hit the program button, hit edit, hit current, because you're editing that current one. I'm putting all these in talk group 17. So the first thing I do is put it in 17. If you have the asterisk there, that means it's saved. You can just page down now. It already knows it's a Newport News system. It already knows its ID. Now you can type a group here. You can make a group of, police talk groups or whatever. I don't on this scanner. I go down to tag. You hit the right button or select now. That opens it up. That's what it's already tagged. ID 3952. You want to put a text tag in there. The quickest way to erase that is hit function clear. That erases it. Now, since this is not a Uniden, you don't have to use the volume knob to turn through all the letters, which is really cumbersome. All the letters are here. I assume you probably already know how to do this if you're getting this far. A is the first letter there, so you would hit the number 2 for the A group, and 1 because it's the first letter. If you wanted the B, you'd hit 2, because it's the second number. If you wanted a C, you'd hit 2 for that group, and it's the third number, 3, so 2, 3. So right now, this is PD South 2, so we're going 7, 1, 3, 1, and then we space over, we got the P. Now I want to write the South, 7, 4, 6, 3. You can go really fast this way. 2, 1, 4, 2. And we want South 2 because that's what it's called. So it's the South 2 frequency. And to get a number, you have to hit the 1, the numeral 1. It lists, then it boots up all the numbers up here, and then you just hit the number you want. We wanted a 2, so we hit the 2. Now we got PD South 2, which is what it's called. They call it NNPD South 2 for Newport News, but I already know it's in the Newport News system. Once you do that, you hit done. And since it's a police frequency, I like to put it under my favorites. So you page down here, you can change the backlight, the LED, all those functions, whether you have an audible alarm. I go down here to favorite, hit the right button, that turns it on to yes, and now I hit save. And all of that is saved. And now I hit scan. The reason, you can save anything you want in a favorite. I have all the police talk groups in my favorites. So if I want to, and I don't want to scan any other systems or fire or EMS, because I have it set up that way, I wish you had different favorite groups, but you don't, you have one. I have all my police in a favorite. So all I have to do is hit this favorite button right now, watch. And it just scans my favorites. And they could be in any system. It doesn't have to be in the same system. So it's got some from Virginia Stars, which is a digital P25 system, and it's got some from the Newport News system. That's the only 2 I have in here. I completely erased my favorite list. I've been erasing all this stuff back from Brownsville, all those Harlingen, all that junk. I've been erasing all those systems. I'll never need them again. And cleaning up my scanner. I almost did a factory reset to clean it all out. I probably should have. It's too late now since I programmed all this stuff. But I'm just slowly going through and erasing all that stuff. But I probably should have did a factory reset. But the thing is, I already had the Virginia Star system programmed in with a lot of the talk groups. So if I would have done a factory reset, I would have lost everything. And I'll just slowly go through and delete what I don't want. But anyway, if you want to go back to regular scan, you just hit the scan button. And all I have is scan group 17 open, which is Newport News. Now you know to type any of these numbers, you'll get that scan group. What happens if you have 17? Because if you hit a 7, you get 7. You hit function 7 for 17, function 8 for 18, and so forth. If you want 7, you just hit 7. So I'm just scanning Newport News because I'm programming it. What I do is I wait for a talk, and this is the slow, tedious, by hand method. You can hook this scanner up to the computer, get an account here on Radio Reference, download this entire system into the scanner. But I moved, and I don't know where my scan cable is, so I'm just doing it by hand, but I kind of enjoy that anyway. But you could do it the other way and get this whole thing into your scanner like that. Saves a lot of work. I kind of like building my systems from the ground up. I have this sucker over here all programmed. This is my brand new BCD 396 XT digital handheld scanner. And I got that one. And I got my other Pro. And I got my See, that's the Virginia Beach system here. The waste. I always lock those guys out. Lockout. That's the trash guys, and they do a lot of jibber jabbing. So I usually lock them out. You could go under your scan list and lock them out all the time, like utilities, customer service. Lock those people out. You can go through into the list and lock them out where they're not going to pop up at all. That's the airport. Waste again. Lock them out. So I got 4 scanners going here. Don't really need to have 4 going. That's Mount Trashmore. Part of the waste people, they have a frequency about, it's all about trash. So I usually lock them out. I usually lock those guys out. I need to go into the list and just lock them out altogether instead of having them come up. When you hit this lockout button, it only locks them out till you turn the scanner on and off. Same with this scanner. If something comes up I don't want to listen to right now, I can hit the lockout button, but it doesn't permanently lock them out just while I'm scanning it till I turn it off and back on again. If I want to lock them out, I'll show you how to do that. If you want to lock them out, let's turn all these other scanners off. And just focus here. Okay, let's wait till we get to something. Okay, pause. I'm on PD South 1. I would never want to lock the South 1 dispatch out, but if I did, I hit Program, Edit, Current, and go down here to, there's a lockout feature. Where is it? Favorite, backlight. LED color? Oh, that's for that up here. I haven't used a scanner in a while. You can program a different light color. Like this is PD. I can program that blue light to come up every time a PD talk group comes up. I don't know why, I'm just cheap with it, and I tend not to. And you can make it whether it's solid, it flashes. Now you can turn the priority on if you want it to search that channel all the time. Here's your lockout feature. You just hit the right one to on, and that locks them out permanently. We're not going to do it, we're going to exit. Unsave changes, go back. Yes, let's just go scan. No, I don't. Changes have been discarded. I don't want to change anything. I was just showing you how to do it. But yeah, this is the feature that this scanner has is to change the whole screen light to, depending on what you want it to be. You can have it come up blue or light blue for police and red for fire and so forth. And this is the Uniden. The Pro versions, they have this little LED light here. Instead of this is always orange. This light will change, and you can make it flash, stay solid, and put the different colors on it. I'm just kind of cheap. I just don't use it. I don't know why. I'm like, I don't want to burn my light out or something. I just don't. I used to use it a lot, but now I'm programming a brand new system. Wait, we got to pause. I'll show you. This is 4144, so I just hit pause. We're going to store it before we go to program. And now what we're going to do is we're going to type in 4144, and that tells us this is under the Police Talk Group Investigations 1. I don't have that one, obviously, so we're going to hit Program, Edit, Current, and remember I'm putting everything under Scan List 17. It will default to 1, Scan List 1, and you'll have everything under Scan List 1. I don't recommend that. There's your tag ID, right arrow, function, clear, and now I want to call it PD, I'm just going to abbreviate it INV1 for investigations. So PD, P1D1, I get really quick at this. I love this version of a scanner. It's so much easier than the Unidens. And I would imagine these scanners have probably a patent on that system where the other scanners can't take it away. There's probably a patent on it. PD Investigation 1. Done. I'm not going to put it under... I could put it under a favorite. I kind of like to leave the dispatch, the PD dispatches, under my favorites, where I can just sit here on a Friday night and just listen to PD dispatches and nothing else. Otherwise, you start putting too much stuff in there. I don't know. We got to save it. And then we hit scan. Now we're going back into the scan mode. This is the slow, tedious, cumbersome way to program a system. It takes a long time. You could sit here and manually look all these up and put them in here one at a time. I just wait till they pop up, hit pause, store it, hit program, edit, and do it the way I'm showing you on the video. I think overall this is an easier scanner to program than the Unidens. The Uniden, you got to use that volume knob, and it's real hard to go through the whole alphabet to get to a letter you want. And if you want it on caps or lowercase, there's different alphabets for that. Then there's different symbols. I don't know, to me it's a lot of wear and tear on that knob up there to do that by hand. Of course here, you've only got caps. So what? I'm kind of glad they only have caps and I don't have to worry about whether it's small cap or upper. It's always upper. Or 13 minutes, I'll probably have to clear the video, but you can kind of pause the video and do this. If you want to know how to program one of these systems using this, I think this is the Pro 97, that's the Pro 197, or vice versa. I always get them mixed up. If you want tips on how to program, let me know and I'll make a video on that. So that's PD North 1 dispatch, Newport News.
Unavailable out of service outbound when I be back in service.
See, if anytime you want to pause on them, you just hit pause. Now we'll just stay with that talk group and nothing else. And if you want to scan the whole system, you hit the scan button. See, that's Christopher Newport University Security. Everything you see here that comes up, I programmed in. We're clear.
Check.